Alright, guys, give everybody a chance to get in there. And then we'll get going. Give me 1 second. I'm actually going to run upstairs and grab another limb roller, too, because I don't have a limb roller down here. So let me go do that real quick. Alright, just came back with a limb roller. We'll get rolling here. Only got 4 people watching, so I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. But roll with it anyway. What the fuck? Oh yeah, my type of roller, baby. The noisy kind. That's what I like to see. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm here. I'm just waiting for you guys to get in here. 8 guys ain't enough. No. I gotta figure out an alternative, not to Facebook, but in general, when it comes to, we are not getting the necessary post reach on Facebook, so I gotta figure that shit out. I know the football break didn't fill, but even the other with the definitive only had like 300 people see it. I ain't worried about it, man. I don't play for the team. I mean, I like to talk shit and whatever else, but I don't see the Ravens getting past Buffalo if they play the way they did today. Their defense got exposed the same way it had been earlier in the season for the Ravens. It's very hard to beat any running team if holding and you don't call any offensive holding or penalties. There was a few bad ones. They obviously didn't hold the whole game. Like people overstate that and be like, oh, the Ravens held the whole game. But there was a play. Probably the most egregious one was the Steelers scored their first touchdown. They came out the next drive. No, the Steelers punted. It was the drive right before they scored the 21 points. So they came out. They ran a drop the same we have triple threads, luminaries, museum collection, logo, fractor, tops chrome, hobby box. They ran the same what's it called? Not play action, read option. They ran the same read option and run all day to the left. And they run when the Ravens run a read option. So typically when they run a read option, they run a double trap. So there's 6 guys on the offensive line, and I can explain it real quick with top loader boxes before we get going, since there's still not everybody in here. I think we only got 9 guys in here. I'm gonna just use it with 4 guys, but it's definitely more. It's obviously they have a 6-man line, right? But let's see if I can do this with. So this is a normal 5. We'll get the tight end in there real quick, and this will be Ricard. So the way it runs is Derrick Henry will get the football, right? So either the center or the guard. So this is the center. We have the tight end over here. The tight end can be on either side. It really doesn't matter. They either run strong side or weak side. But typically what happens is how the Ravens run their main play. I was gonna say, Dylan, you're fired. But the way the Ravens run their main play, this game alone proves why Lamar isn't the MVP, and without Derrick Henry, he's a scrub. But that's neither here nor there. He's not actually a scrub. But the reason why I think Allen should win the MVP over Lamar was the game they just played. Derrick Henry carried Lamar. Made the game way easier for Lamar Jackson. But so the main play they run is they'll have a guy, whether it's the center or the guard, it depends. Like, that's what the difference is, right? It's the center or the guard. But we'll use the guard this time, like the left guard. He'll pull, and all these guys will trap this way, and the guard and Ricard come here and pick up. There'll be a guy they leave free because this guy's supposed to, like, heads up on somebody, supposed to block somebody. So they'll run this play like this, and Ricard, and like the fullback is in Ricard, and the guard will block whoever's supposed to come here that's pulling, or the center. Sometimes they use Linderbaum because he runs really well. Well, a lot of times what happens, these guys are flying in trying to go the hole because they know because they create this seam, right? So they know Derrick Henry's going to run here or here depending on how this block ends up, right? Like, that's the read for Derrick Henry. It either comes right there or in this gap. He could bump it outside, but very rarely is Derrick Henry going to bump it outside. He's just going to lower his shoulder and try to plow a guy over, right? So when they were running that play, and whether it was Wilson or Minkah Fitzpatrick or whoever came down, there was a lot of times where Ricard or the pulling center guard would get him in a lock and grab him, and the guy would try to come off the block, and he couldn't. Which is why there was a lot of, like, one-arm first contact from Derrick Henry, and he set that record or whatever. I wouldn't say that's, like, necessarily good first contact because they're just trying to get an arm on him to slow him down. But I've also seen that type of play called for holding on a regular basis in the NFL, and they didn't call it at all today. Whether or not you think that's holding or not holding is, I mean, it is what it is, but a lot of that. There was one play where Minkah came down and read the play perfectly, and Ricard literally had him and turned his body, and, like, Minkah Fitzpatrick's arm were up, and he couldn't come off the block, and Derrick Henry literally ran behind Minkah while he was being held. So, but it's going to be hard. It's just hard to stop. First off, that play is a really good play because you have to have the right lineman to do it. Not every offensive team can run that trap play. But when you have the linebackers and everybody coming down hard like that, if you don't call holding whenever the holding happens, it's pretty much an unstoppable play. Because pretty much the backer, the middle linebacker is supposed to come and blow up the guard or the fullback. Like, their job is not to make the tackle on Derrick Henry. Their job is to literally blow up that pull blocker. And when you do blow him up and he holds you, it's supposed to be called. And if you don't call it, it's, like I said, an unstoppable play because essentially he's just taking the linebacker out for free without throwing a good or a bad block. Regardless, the Steelers, I mean, they got manhandled. Because even if you called a hold every once in a while, it still wouldn't have changed the result. Like, they still ran for 300 yards. It just makes it absolutely where, like, every single play, even when they do hold, they're getting 7+ yards a run, right? That it's just it becomes an unstoppable play, especially on that trap, because the trap is like, it's hard to block that effectively every single time if you have linebackers that are playing the run the right way. But I personally didn't think Lamar, I mean, he looked good on the ground. I didn't think Lamar looked that good in the air at all. Isaiah Likely made a really big catch that was really an overthrow. That was a really good catch whenever he caught it. And then kind of was running with it like a loaf of bread on that deep crossing route. I mean, Lamar put it way away from his body. There's a couple other passes that nothing was, like, terrific that I thought that Lamar did in that game. He made some good reads on the read option, but the Steelers didn't adjust to that even later in the game. Like, they still did the same thing where the defensive end, whether it was Watt or Highsmith, ran down the line with the running back. So you, like, I wouldn't do that with Justice Hill in the lineup, because Justice Hill I don't think is going to beat you. With Derrick Henry, I understand it, but so. Well, if you see anything really cheap Herbert-wise, I'll buy a bunch of it and sell it when the season starts again, because I think Herbert is special. I mean, he is special. Anyways, let's get into this first box here. We have Owen White, Bryce Terrain. We have Luke and Baker for the Cardinals, 4 out of 99. Let me bring up this list. That was also probably the first time I've seen Mike Tomlin get completely outcoached. Mike Tomlin and his coaching staff get completely outcoached by the Ravens coaching staff. We have Justin Verlander, Rodriguez, Montez, Morel, Carroll, Basebe, Langford, Alvarez, Jason Dominguez, Kekarin, Funderburk, Tim Anderson, Rodriguez, Jason Dominguez, Phillips, J.J. Blade, Morel, Olsen, Soderstrom, Outman, Evaldi, Walter, DeLuca, Reynolds, Judge, Colt Keith, Rutledge, Raggins, Harris II, Abreu, Churio, McCutcheon, Caminero, Boyle, Cruz, Altuve, and Story. Because I thought there was a third and a 4th and 1 or a 4th and 2 on like the 45 or 40 yard line the Ravens had when it was 21-0. And I thought for sure that John Harbaugh would go for it. We have Luciano, Spires, Musgrove, Acuna Jr., Hancock, Fralick, McMahon, Bradley, Shiano, Martinez, Bailey, Walker, Rojas, Matos, Goriel Jr., Carpenter, Nick Gonzalez, Balasovic, Castellanos, Steele, Alika Williams, Moreno. Yamamoto, I was like, he's going to go for it, and then what will happen is the Steelers will get the ball. If they don't get it, if they got it, the game would have been over regardless. But if they don't get it, the Steelers get the ball for the first time on the other side of the 50-yard line, and Harbaugh kicked it away, which is not very Harbaugh-esque, because normally he does dumb shit like goes for it and keeps other teams in the game. We have Spencer Torkelson, Harrison, Holiday, Stanton, Carroll, Fitzgerald, Goodman, Sissoni, Teoscar Hernandez, Chris Murphy, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and we have a 1 out of 99 on the green wave. And then Tomlin made a mistake. I went back and forth with a buddy of mine. I don't know if it's necessarily a mistake because it's 3rd and 3 and like you expect to stop the Ravens, but I think Tomlin should have held his timeout instead of called a timeout for the Ravens and kind of poked the bear. Because then like they got the first down, and I don't know if the Ravens would have still tried to drive as hard as they did, but they had extra time now, so then they go up 21-0 at half. If you go into halftime 14-0 compared to 21-0, it's like a huge difference, especially if you're not getting the ball. We have Judge, Isaiah Campbell, Amaya, Votto, Perez, JP Martinez, Schneider, PPI, Yoshida, Young, and Meadows. Suzuki, Freeman, Kierstead, Caminero, JP Crawford. We have Evan Carter, Paris, Rafael Devers. We're going to have Jordan Walker, and we got Jared Triolo. 34 out of 99 of the Buccos. That's going to go to Hunter Edwards on the gold wave for Jared Triolo. Nice autograph there. Let's get into the Pristine box. That was part of this break, wasn't it? I should probably look at my phone and make sure I grabbed all the right boxes. Hold on. Yeah, it is. Okay. I was more making sure because I thought maybe I was missing a logo fractor box when I looked over, but there's only one in this break. I mean, the hobby's gonna be. It's even worse than basketball, Brian, if we're being honest. Alright, let's get into Pristine. Go back to breaking. Oh, nice Jackson Holiday for the Orioles going to John Mattingly. And the O's right there. That's a nice hit. Got some good teams for 3 spots in the random there. Orioles, Mets, and Angels. Colt Keith, and we got a Jack Leiter 5/5 on the red. And that's going to go to the Rangers. And Tyler Fromm. Nice hit for Tyler. Oh, but what I was saying earlier about Facebook is we got to figure out. We got Jackson Merrill, Arenado, Bichette, Ohtani. Have Ohtani on the frozen ropes, Carroll, and Beltre. I'm going to be posting something almost every day saying about how to get your notifications turned on. But it's really hard to, whenever a post only has 300 post reach or 350 post reach, it is really, really hard to fill breaks that way. We have Ezekiel Tovar, 62 out of 75. So, and I think it's just because people don't have their notification set up properly in the group. We have Zdeno Rafaela. It's also really weird, too, because may he rest in peace, but the post about Mike got almost 22 or 2,300 post reach. So I think I'm going to ask you guys, too, that are like regulars, 20 out of 25 on the orange. Even if you're not in the break, if you can like, or at least react to the posts when they do get posted. We have Swanson, McLean, Harper, Priester, Robinson, Arenado, and Webb. Even if you have no interest in the break itself, that'd be helpful. Start to get Dylan and Tyler and them to do it too. We have 5 out of 15 on the pink, and hopefully that'll give us a little bit more post reach so more people see the breaks. Because I don't think it's that the breaks aren't attractive in the sense of like should be things that get filled. We got Justin Steele. And we have Austin first half Hayes, 41 out of 75 for the Orioles on the blue. Talk about a guy. It's like a two-time All-Star. Best first half player in the history of baseball. Not actually, but man, that guy always killing in the first half. We have Carpenter, Altuve, Imanaga, McCutchen, Leiter, Rodriguez, and McClanahan. Then we got a 66 out of 99 J-Ram for the Guardians. Going to Zachary Witt. He's been having a rough go in the group with the Tigers, but gets a nice Jose Ramirez. We have Gray Kessinger. Freddie Freeman on the 70 out of 75 on the blue. Go to Freddie. Also, if you're in that pick your team with the definitive, please make sure you're settled. We have Doyle, Arraez, DeLuca, Juan Soto, Bellinger, Perdomo, and McClanahan. Because I'm not running that if we're not all filled up, if we're not all paid. So don't be that guy, please. We have Evan Carter. We have a juicy ass patch in there. We got Evan Carter, 11 out of 75. Look at how thick that is compared to the other packs. Oh, yeah. Get some orange. Dylan Carlson, 3 out of 25 on the thick boy. Good old thick old boy right there. Nice little number match, too, on the orange. Pristine pieces. Yeah, I know it's Dylan Carlson, and he was, like, super hyped up and then not too crazy. Nonetheless, going to John Mattingly and the Cardinals. Maybe I gave John Mattingly 4 spots by accident. Maybe he got a spot earlier. It doesn't matter. I got to figure that out afterwards. Oh wait, no, I don't know. I think I gave him 4 spots by accident. It is what it is. We have Kerry Carpenter, Jose Altuve, Imanaga, Royce Lewis, Betts, Soler, or Piazza. Actually, might have got a spot early on and then got 3 more. Now that I think about it. Did he get traded? I didn't think he got traded. The last pack here. Shouldn't have an autograph. Doesn't mean that it can't. Nolan Gorman on the 10 out of 99. We have Colt Keith, And George Kirby, 15 out of 99 on the purple. Man, I don't care what anybody says. Pristine is such a good product. I know there's people that just don't like it, but I still think it's one of the best products. We have Cease, Nastrini, Naylor, Machado, Arrays, Perez, and Fred McGriff. Into a logo fractor. I mean, he very well could have been, but I honestly, man, haven't been paying attention if he did, if he was. Dylan Carlson is? That's surprising. He was like a top 30 prospect at one point. It's not like he played bad in the pros. He wasn't great. He wasn't what he was supposed to be, but he wasn't terrible. We got Reese Olson, Soderstrom, Ornelas, Turner, C.J. Abrams, Walter DeLuca, Neto, Bradley, Evaldi, Rutledge, Rodriguez, Gallen, Oscar Hernandez, Walker, Jackson, Churio, Keith, Anderson, Morel, Snell, Cruz, Brayu, Altman, Soler, and Schwarber on the 5 base packs. I'm sure someone will sign him, though. Yeah, Spencer Steer, Ryan Noda, Austin Riley, Jung, Hu Lee, and then we have Sean Murphy, 16 out of 199 on the Aqua logo. We have Nolan Gorman, Slade Sassoni, Votto, Altuve, and then a purple Alex Bregman, 194 out of 250, going to go to the Astros. And Ben. All right, you guys want triple threads or museum collection first? We'll go museum collection. Make a decision for you. Yeah, Bryce Harper on the blue, 117 out of 150. To the Phillies. And Hunter Edwards. Yeah, I know he's a finalist for Rookie of the Year. We have PCA Devers. We have 2 Rafael Dever base. And then we're going to have Brendan Donovan, 255 out of 299, going to go to the Cardinals. On the patch auto. We're going to have David Ortiz, Pedro Martinez, Imanaga, Ken Griffey. We're going to have an Aaron Judge, 6 out of 10 on the big old base. Authenticated base memorabilia. Going to Ryan Graves and the Yankees. So pretty dope patch. Yeah, definitely a nice memorabilia card. Then we got this Griffey that's like the full version of whatever this card is, which is also, I think it's anything huge, but I think it's actually like a on the decent side of hits too. We have Buster Posey on the 88 out of 199. Julio Rodriguez, Rutschman, Ken Griffey Jr. We have a Fergie Jenkins, 58 out of 99. Go to the Cubs on the autograph. Tyler Fromm. It's been a nice spread of teams in the autos and hits. Some of the same guys if they have multiple teams. A nice spread among the teams. You can't ask for more than that, at least. Unlike that, the two Archives breaks where one was an all Pirates break, the other was all Yankees break. Have Yamamoto on the bronze. We're going to have Merrill. Oh, we going to get some double action? No, we got a second bronze, Roger Maris. Mike Trout. And then we're going to have the 2 out of 10, Christopher Morel primary pieces, which he's no longer even a Cub. But it's going to the Cubs and Tyler Fromm. Not going to lie, that hobby box was kind of crazy. 2 lower numbered memorabilia. Fergie Jenkins is a Hall of Famer, and Donovan, I mean, Gold Glover. Donovan's like not crazy, but the other stuff is good. Sorry, I'm struggling with my piles over here of what needs to be what. Let's get into triple threads here. So, looks way more than whatever the amount of cards are supposed to be in a box. I think they put an extra autograph in here, maybe. Maybe not. Oh no, they definitely. Wow, what in the loaded box is this going on over here? Okay. We have Contreras, Austin Wells, and Mike Piazza. 40 out of 75 on the yellow. And we have Ronnie Mauricio on the 36 out of 50. I was like, there's way more than 7 cards in this box. So patch auto Ronnie Mauricio on the green for the Mets. It's going to go to John Madden. We have Austin Wells on the 67 out of 199 for the Yankees. We have have Torkelson on the 87 out of 199. On the orange. Have a 1 out of 10 Raphael 1 out of 18 Raphael Devers, 2 times AL Silver Slugger. On the green. It's kind of crazy that Devers is only a 2-time Silver Slugger at third base. We have Christian Scott for the Mets, 13 out of 199. On the autograph, going to John Mattingly. I have Jimenez. Get into the other mini box. I mean, unless they put everything in that box by accident and this one is dry, which could also be a thing, but I mean, maybe this box is really thin, so we'll see. Nah, there's still everything in there that's supposed to be in there. I think we got a 101 too. So, yeah, we got a 101. We have Yoshinobu Yamamoto, 30 out of 75. Riley Green. Wilson Contreras, Richie Ashburn, Chase Utley for the Phillies, 20 out of 27 on the purple. Patch auto. Which I'm surprised Utley stayed on this, at least on the ballot, right? He didn't fall off yet. Have Austin. This is going to be a good one. He was 69 out of 99 Austin Riley for the Braves. We're going to have a 101 Craig Kimbrell. It's a dope. This is a dope fucking card, but it's Craig Kimbrell going to Hunter and the Phillies. All-Star Game patch. National League Game War memorabilia. Nike symbol and all. Sick, like an absolutely filthy card, but oh, it's an absolutely filthy, filthy card. It's just I'm laughing because Craig Kimbrell was the Orioles closer for like part of the year, and he was atrocious, and I'm pretty sure Hunter's an Orioles fan. That I was laughing because it's just ironic. Like, literally, Orioles fans fucking hate that guy. Let's get into this Luminaries. It is a Hit King. It is going to be a throwback. A red 2 out of 10 for the Reds. And that's going to go to Jason Baker and the Reds. On the Luminaries Hit Kings. Barry Larkin on the pinstripe joint. 2,340 career hits. Nice card there. I do like the way these slab, I do like the way the slab feels. I just think it's overkill for Luminaries to have like the sticker. This, I mean, they have to do something to close it, right? But let's get in. Quick recap of the hits. This was, I mean, this break was loaded with, I mean, for like a 5-box or whatever, I mean, you do have a lot of hits here. We have Austin Riley out of 99. Yamamoto out of 75. We're going to have Devers on the green out of 18. Torkelson out of 199. Piazza out of 75. Posey out of 199. You got this Griffey full thing. I can't think of what the name of that insert is. We have Harper on the blue. Purple logo, Bregman. Murphy on the aqua logo. We have Kirby out on the purple. Nolan Gorman on the purple. Evan Carter out of 75 on the blue. The Freeman on the blue. Hayes on the blue. Volpe on the pink out of 15. Story for the Red Sox out of 25. Tovar on the blue. And Shea Langlier's on the green wave. Let's get to the hit board. We're going to have Brendan Donovan on the patch auto. We're going to have Christian Scott on the autograph out of 199. Lucan Baker on the green. Lighter on the 5 out of 5. Aaron Judge on the base out of 10, as in like a piece of the base. Game used base. We have Craig Kimbrell on the 101. We have Christopher Morel on the red quad patch. Then we're going to have Fergie Jenkins out of 99. J-Ram out of 99. Chase Utley out of 27 on the patch auto. We have the All-Etch rookie Rush Yamamoto. We have Jared Triolo on the gold wave. Mauricio on the green RPA. And we're going to have the patch auto orange out of 25 for Carlson. Wells on the rookie card out of 199. Jackson Holiday on the pristine base auto. And then we're going to have Barry Larkin 2 out of 10. Nice red color match for the Reds. It's going to be the break, guys. I appreciate y'all as always. I need to check payments on the other mixer that Phil that has definitive in it. So going to have to give me a second on that. Probably take me at least 5-10 minutes to do that. Assuming everybody paid, we'll run tonight. If everybody didn't pay, we'll just push it till tomorrow. So yeah, see you guys in a little bit. But see you tomorrow. Either way, I appreciate y'all. Congratulations to those that hit, those that didn't. Hopefully better luck next time.